So guys, apparently I'm in a very special group of the people who are not classy, those who carry food, the remains of their food from the restaurants to home. I'm guilty because I'm right there, okay? I'm one of them. And on my defense, you only carry something that has pleased you, something that you've had a good experience with. Men understand this statement more than they want to pretend they don't. You only carry home something that has pleased you, something that you've enjoyed, something that you've had a good experience with. And I had a very beautiful experience with this thing that I carried home. Yep. And so I don't feel guilty for carrying it home. And I want to tell you about it in a short while. First things first. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another episode of Ronji Health Pips. And today we are going to look at, how we can still eat out and maintain our weight loss journey. And so join me. If this is the first video you're watching on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're happy to have you here. And for those who've been here all this while, thank you. I don't take your being here for granted at all. I appreciate your being here. I'm happy that you're here. So recently I got an offer. Okay? These offers don't come through anymore. They used to be there. There's a time the economy was stable enough we used to get these kinds of offer. They don't come around anymore. Okay? And so when I got an offer, someone asked, I would like to buy you lunch. I jumped on it. On my head, I was like, yeah, that's an offer I'm taking. And when they asked this question, what kind of lunch do you take? I didn't even blink. I didn't even wait for them to finish the statement entirely. I answered and said ugali and fish. Okay? And yeah, I know. That's not my average or day-to-day kind of lunch. It's not. Those who know me personally, those who, spend time with me during lunch, those whom we work together, you know my kind of lunch. You guys know my kind of lunch, okay? And it's not ugali and fish. It's something healthy. It's something affordable. Underline affordable. It is something available. Listen, I'm not even ashamed to talk about this because I know I'm not living in a bubble, okay? And so this is my typical kind of lunch on a normal day, on a normal week. Either this or this, okay? And two things that I really observe when I'm deciding what to have. Number one is whether it is healthy and whether it's going to promote my weight loss journey. Number two is whether it's available and affordable, okay? Why lie? Affordability plays a big role. And so when I said ugali and fish, I wasn't lying. I was kind of speaking, answering for my future. Because I was answering as if I'm living in my future. Talk of faith, okay? I've got a bit of faith going on, okay? And so I wasn't lying. I was just upgrading my lunch according to, how the future is going to be in Jesus' name. And so I didn't lie. So when I said ugali and fish, I thought of a place to go and they offered to sponsor the lunch. And I was so happy because number one, I'm going to get a kind of free, not free, let me say a sponsored lunch, And number two, the other thing that crept in my mind immediately is about this episode today, because I know a lot of people are struggling with weight and a lot of people are not in a position to prepare their meals for themselves the way we usually advise people. You prepare your meal so that you make sure you're eating, a low calorie kind of diet. A lot of people don't have time for that. People are looking for money. People are not preparing meals. And so it is an opportunity for me to show you that even if you go out to have your lunch in a restaurant, you can still have a healthy meal that will still boost or, will still keep you on your weight loss journey if that is what you're looking forward to do, okay? And so this to me was a double opportunity and my goodness, how can I miss on that? So I jumped on it, okay? And so we went at this very special place called, this is where we went. And apparently they have very nice meals, okay? Very nice kienyeji, healthy meals. But As I had mentioned earlier, my favorite will be fish, so that is what we went for. And it looked delicious. It looked delicious even before we tasted it. We could tell this food is well cooked, well prepared. And I preferred mine with brown ugali, okay? Ugali is my all-time to-go food. But then the number one thing you want to keep in mind when you are eating a meal like this is the letter P for portion. Okay, we've talked about this. If you've been following the channel, if you've been watching the episodes, if you are looking to lose a bit of weight, a few pounds, a few kilograms, you want to observe the letter P for portion, okay? And so even on this sponsored kind of lunch, I try to observe the letter P for portion, which means I don't get to eat a bigger portion of ugali, okay? And generally the entire meal, because the fish came and I thought I could finish a whole fish. I ordered a whole big fish. I couldn't finish it because their fish are big, yummy, delicious, but because I'm also I've been on portion control for some time now, and my body kind of has adapted to the right portion for me. And so when I reached my fill, I couldn't go no more, and that's why I carried, okay? And I'm not feeling guilty about it, okay? I'm happy somebody else is going to have the same experience that I had. And so this is just to tell you that you really don't have an excuse. If you've been seeking to lose weight, and you are the kind of person who takes this kind of lunch for lunch, if this is your regular kind of takeoff for lunch, you can still lose a few pounds, a few kilograms on it if you observe your portions well, okay? Go right ahead and enjoy your food, but then you don't have to consume everything that is being served. And you don't have to waste it either. Come on, ask the waiter to pack it for you nicely. It can be your next time meal. It can be a meal for somebody else, You can take your friend, go with them, share the meal. That is an act of kindness. You'll have done something good, not only to your friend, but to yourself for, keeping the right portion for yourself. And so don't fear. If you really have to eat out, if you have some moolah, because these I understand may not be affordable for a lot of people, but it is quite affordable anyway, depending on where you're coming from and how your pockets are, okay? And so they are very affordable. You can check them out, and you can still lose weight on this kind of meal. It's delicious, it's fulfilling, it's a lot. So remember portion, okay? I think I've said portion enough times. I need to go now. Okay, I'm gonna go, but not before I remind you to subscribe to the channel. I'm excited that you are here today. I'm excited that you've listened to this video up to the end. I'm gonna meet you again on another episode doing something healthy for us. And until then, bye.